Oh my goodness. It made a big hole in my table. What the heck? Oh yeah, it's been quite some time since I've done this show, so everything's a bit dusty. Well, that's enough of that. So I think that's good enough. Hello everyone, Mr. Daydream here, and welcome to another episode of Backstage Nonsense. Wow, it's been quite some time since I made one of these videos, huh? Now, for those who are unfamiliar with this show or need a quick refresher, basically what I do is just check out some products, like whether it be food, drinks, snacks, or sometimes even like things like toys, gadgets, gizmos, and all that, or sometimes I might just look into some bizarre things. The whole purpose of this show is just to have a little fun here and there, basically. Like, I want to make a rant video and then a backstage nonsense video, then back to a rant video and then a backstage nonsense, you know, vice versa, that kind of stuff. Because the thing about the rant videos is that while they are fun, they do take quite some time to make. I mean, especially when it comes to writing the script and editing all the clips and doing all the bits, yeah, it takes quite some time. But the nice thing about this show is that there is no script. Like, everything I'm saying right now, I'm just saying it out of my head. Ain't that great? Or, I don't know. Maybe not so great because I don't exactly have anything smart or clever to say. What else is new? But since it has been a while since I made one of these videos, I might as well put something new on the table for once. Ta-da! Now, for those who don't know, I love root beer. It's one of my favorite sodas of all time. Yeah, I sure do love it. Now, the only downside to being raised in Denmark is that there is no root beer over there. Yeah, it's an American thing, so yeah, it's quite unfortunate, but luckily my mom actually knows how to make that stuff, and I fell in love with it ever since. I also love those little root beer barrel candies. Those were actually some of the first American candies I've ever tried, and yeah, I just couldn't get enough of that stuff, so I just thought that since it has been a while since I've made a backstage nonsense video, what better way to show the epic return of this series by bringing back a very good old friend of mine. Ladies and gents, I present to you the root beer gift set. Or root beer float gift set, as it's probably better known as. Or rather, no. It's actually called ice cream float soda set. Yeah, isn't that a bit weird? So, yeah. Create delicious root beer floats, and set includes 2 glass mugs, 2 bottles of root beer, and 1 bottle of dessert topper. What? Oh, it's this thing right here, dessert topper. Doesn't that go in ice cream? I don't think I've ever heard of such a thing that goes on like soda. Well, maybe it's because the ice cream. I don't know. So yeah, you can see there are 2 glass mugs right here, and then there are 2 little bottles of root beer kind of tucked back here, and then of course the root beer float dessert topper. I've never tried this, and I've never heard of such a thing, so, that's gotta be quite interesting. Now, as you can probably tell, this is one of those gift sets that are usually sold around Christmas time. I always love seeing gift sets like those. There are so many various things, and just lots of goody stuff, and all that good stuff, yeah. And when I saw this, I knew I had to have it. Now, obviously, the only thing that's missing from this gift set is vanilla ice cream. Yeah, I mean, you can't exactly make root beer float without ice cream. I mean, it's common sense. So, yeah, the only problem with selling a gift set like this is that you pretty much have to omit the ice cream part, and that has to be sold separately. So, Yeah, it's understandable. How does this... Huh? What is... Okay, come on. Oh, jeez. I gotta be careful. Okay. Okay. Let me put the dessert topper right here so I'll be safe. Okay. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So here's 1 bottle of root beer, 2 bottles of root beer, and then let's get their little mugs out there as well. Okay, so Okay, so I got everything here, and yeah, it's got these 2 little cardboard things that, yeah, I guess you also don't really need that. That's just for decoration. So yeah, though I do find it interesting when it comes to the root beer. They use the Dad's old-fashioned root beer, but for the dessert topper, it's A&W. So okay, a root beer crossover, I guess. Oh, wait a minute. Oh man. I just realized I forgot to bring a bottle opener, so I have to go stumble around and get it right away, so hold on a sec. Oh, okay, yeah, there we go. But an old classic. I used this in an episode once. Basically how it works is that you snap the cap off and then you pull this back and you can actually shoot it like that. It's so much fun. But before I get to that, let me at least get a better close-up of the products here. So here we got the glass mug. I mean, it's just a standard mug. It should be able to fit a whole bottle of root beer. Then here we got Dad's old-fashioned root beer. That's a classic. Though I usually prefer A&W. That's, yeah, my go-to root beer. And speaking of which, so here we have the dessert topper, which, yeah, I've never heard of such a thing. I mean, unless you put it on ice cream, but the picture seems to, maybe it's supposed to show that it's, rich and creamy, okay. Drizzle the rich and creamy taste of A&W root beer on your desserts to give them that deliciously classic flavor you love. Okay, so from what I can understand, this is just a standard ice cream topper, like chocolate sauce or caramel sauce, except this one's root beer flavored sauce, so yeah, that actually sounds really good. Though I do think it's kind of redundant that when you make a root beer float, you put like root beer flavored syrup on it to go with it. It's like, oh, okay, but nothing's wrong with too much root beer, I'd say. Okay, well, before I can make the root beer float, I need the ice cream, so hold on 1 second. Again. So I got some standard Blue Bell vanilla ice cream, so yeah, I just thought that'd be fitting. So yeah, let's get to it. So I'm just gonna start with filling this one up with let's see, is it any dusty? Okay, I guess not. Oh, okay, yeah. You have to pull this thing down first, then proceed. I ricocheted off my lampshade. Alright, well, let me see if this fills in all the way. Or maybe it's too much root beer. Oh man, I don't think there's going to be room for the ice cream. Yeah, I guess not. Oh, well, that's a shame. If I want to put the ice cream, I'm going to have to, yeah, drink it a bit, so yeah. Okay, I think that's good enough. Yeah, I guess that's the only downside, is that you can't really fit the whole bottle. Well, actually, yeah, you can, but if you want to make a root beer float, yeah, you have to leave some root beer behind in order to make space for that. Alright, so this dessert topper, I guess you just put, let's see if there's like a little tab or something. Oh, okay, it's, okay, that should be ready. How does this stuff actually taste? It actually reminds me of the root beer barrel candies if they were liquefied. Okay, well, let's make that root beer float happen. Okay, so yeah, put a glop right there. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, look at that. It's really foaming, so might as well try out this dessert topper or root beer sauce, whatever you want to call this stuff. Okay, it's just sinking right through, so yeah. Wow. never heard of such a combination, but man, yeah, it looks so good. Cheers to all of you. That is so good. I gotta say, the dessert topper really complements it well, though I do think it's a bit of an overkill. It's like you add more sugar to this stuff, but yeah, it's like, yeah, you know, you can do whatever you want and whatever makes you happy, as I always say. So that's it for now. Overall, this is a great gift for any lover of root beer and just root beer enthusiasts in general, and just those who love root beer. Yeah, it's good stuff. You can't go wrong with a root beer float. You just can't. It's so good. So thank you very much for watching this episode of Backstage Nonsense. I hope you enjoyed it, and I also hope you have a wonderful day, and I wish you the very best on whatever troubles you may come across or are currently dealing with. So, yeah, it's not always easy, but I feel like we all find ways to get through them. Like, I've certainly had moments like that where it's like, oh man, what do I do? What do I do? I don't even know. But then it's like, oh, okay, I was able to find a way. I mean, I guess that's one thing I'm really good at. I may not be able to make like a widely successful YouTube video or show, but at least I'm able to find ways to solve life's problems. You know, the things that actually impact our lives, and yeah, you know what? I guess I'm quite grateful for that. So yeah. I mean, I'm also very grateful that there are those who do watch my show and all that. It really means a lot. So, yeah, thank you very much. This is to you. Yeah. I wish you the very best.